Good morning, namaste to all the citizens of India and world over. Is this war needed? This was an uncalled war. The people all over the world are innocent. Some of them are bad and some are good. But there was no need for the entire world to suffer for the ego, arrogance, and the power hungry politicians. World over, 95% of the politicians are corrupt, and unfortunately, some demons, that is pedophils, are in the garb of presidents, prime ministers, blah blah, you name it, and these bureaucrats, varieties of people who are in the administration, because of their demonish acts, that is, they're all demons, to hide their mistakes or to hide their faults, to hush up the Epstein files issue, they have perpetrated this war. Was there any need for Israel and the US President, the Prime Minister of Israel and the President of USA to wage this war, to start this war? I don't know whether the head who died, with all due respects to the soul, to the departed soul, whether he is good or bad, I personally don't know him. But they have been minding their business, and even in the peace talks, I think I read that to a great extent Iran was agreeing to most of the terms. And who was the fellow in that talks was this Donald Trump's son-in-law, who is a Jew. I'm not saying all Jews are bad or all other people are good. Good and bad exist 50-50 world over, but there was no need for putting that bomb on the school, killing about 180 plus children, and the religious head of Iran. Iran is giving it back. I'm happy. I'm happy that they are giving it back. I prayed to God. In fact, I prayed to God on March 3rd when this lunar eclipse took place. After my chanting of mantras, my only appeal to God was that all these rogue countries who call themselves the so-called great powers need to be taught a lesson. They are so full of arrogance that they don't even respect other poor nations or smaller nations. There is no need. All these leaders should realize that when they die, they cannot take all this en masse ill wealth with them. I hope some sense will prevail on all these rogue leaders. They're all rogues. They're all rogues because look at the way, how many people are suffering. Who's suffering? The common man is suffering. The common man does not have big houses to go hide or bunkers to hide. You see the streets, in the airports of Dubai and other places, how the common man is suffering. There are so many families who cannot go back to their mother countries or to even afford a ticket. Now everything is going to be expensive. So what is the need for this Trump and Netanyahu to wage this war? It was only to hush up the Epstein files. And what is very saddening is that the Prime Minister of India, who talks about being humble, poor man's son or teen man's son, doesn't even have the heart to, those children, to acknowledge, think what has happened in Iran was very wrong. He should have said sorry or even gone and signed the condolence book of the Iran embassy, which he has not done. That itself shows what a Jumla master our Prime Minister is. He need not be so nasty. He is not humble at all. And he has not even pulled up these countries for the wrong act, that is to go and bomb those children in the school. What kind of a demon the country which has put the bomb? One says it's Israel, one says it's America. but both are complicit in the act. Whatever they've done it together. I only appeal to the European countries, don't go and support Trump. It's not America. The Americans are not waging this war. The poor public of America, the Americans, the innocent American, they're all crying. They're saying, please, we don't want to have this war. What has Iran done against us? Please, they're pleading. But it is falling on deaf ears because Trump is sozzled out with the power. Trump, Vance, all of these people, they're thinking that all this power is going to come with them when they die. No, it is not. And that Netanyahu, I don't know what propelled the Indian Prime Minister to go and dance with him 2 days before and saying, you are fatherland and India is motherland. Shame, shame. You want to go shake hands with all those pedophiles, rascals, who have had sex and killed the small children and eaten their meat and their blood they have drunk. These are the people that we have voted for. Shame on us Indians too. We have elected a pedophile and now they are trying to hush it up. What was the need for this minister, petroleum minister, Puri, to go and have an association with Jeffrey Epstein in 2014 when he is already convicted in 2008-9. He can't say he's innocent. His emails, the words that he's using, exotic life on the island, that means he knows there was something going wrong. Now, Mr. Puri, don't act you're innocent. All the evil that you have done, you have participated and dealt with the rogue, a demon, and now don't say we didn't know about it. And this Anil Ambani, and I don't know what was the thing that why the Prime Minister wanted you guys to go meet him, God only knows. It's a shame on us. The people of India are not supporting this nonsense. The same way the people of America and the poor Israelites, they're all crying on the road. They're saying, please, Iran, we have not done anything and we are not part of this war. Yes, it is the politicians who are doing all this nonsense for their own, to satisfy their own egos. But are we also not part of this nonsense because we elected these rogues to rule our countries? So that is why I always say people think 10 times, don't get emotional and vote to the wrong person and don't call them leaders. A leader will not do all this. A statesman will not do all this. The Trump talks nonsense. Netanyahu is not in the scene, he is somewhere hiding. But I, as a human being, I think Iran is giving it good to all these countries who supported America. I don't hate the Americans, poor thing, they are innocent. Actually, the Americans are innocent. People all over the world are, to a great extent, innocent. But it is the politicians whom we are electing. So, we are also part of the wrong. So, from this video, I'm just trying to appeal. Look, listen to the songs. Those children are crying, they're singing. Mr. President, what made you to go for this war? And why are you making our lives like this? So many innocent lives. Children, for no fault of theirs. Mr. Trump, we know that you are heartless. You don't bother about your daughter or you don't bother about your grandchild because you have no principles in life. All these demons, first when Trump was elected, I thought that Jesus has elected a man with some, if he's a true Christian, a Roman Catholic, but then I think the people really have elected a demon. It's not that the other side was all angels, no. But The Americans have elected a demon to destroy themselves. They are destroying their nation. Because of this one man's ego, the whole world is going to suffer. There's going to be shortage of fuel, there's going to be price rise, there's going to be everywhere political upheavals. Is there any need for all this? And here, our Prime Minister of India doesn't even say a word against Trump. He just wants to hide. He wants to dance to the tunes of this crazy man Trump. And then, for what? To hide your own role in the Epstein files. There's something very fishy. Mr. Modi, you need not have gone to Israel 2 days before the bombing. You were there, so all of you were part of some scheming. See, maybe the people we might not know, but the force above us, whom I believe there is a God, that God knows what you were up to. And God will punish all the evil people because of all you evil people, innocent people world over are suffering. Is there any need for this war? Why can't countries mind their own business? Why are you wasting the people's hard earned tax money to develop defense and all these aircrafts and this and that, warships? Is there any need? Everybody can live peacefully. Every country can stay in their own, inside their own borders and wish good for everyone else. But today there is so much of jealousy, there is so much of greed, and the so-called godmen who are also crooks and who are part of all this nonsense, and then the political so-called leaders, according to me, they're all demons. They are not leaders, and they need to be destroyed, not the poor innocent man on the road. So, people world over, whoever listens to my thing, think 10 times before you vote for your country's leadership, because world over, 98% of the politicians are all corrupt and arrogant. So, they're all one. All the people world over, whichever country they are, they're all misled and they elect the wrong person to be the leader to lead them. They are not our leaders. So, at least this instant, it's a World War III like situation. Things are bad. I know many of my students are living in the Middle East. I don't know wherever they are, I pray for all of them. I spoke to a few students. They said they are safe, but they say they are not supposed to go out. But I have a few friends who have just flown down from the Middle East and they say things are very bad. Who's talking the truth? God only knows. But this killing of those children from the school by bombing the school and killing the religious head leader of Iran is condemnable, and I, for one, I feel this war, Iran has to teach a lesson to all the demon countries in the world. Thank you. Namaste.
Start your career at KSG Institutions. No donation, no capitation. KSG Institutions, Singanallur, Coimbatore.